Hello, Julie here and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's week 8 of the Around the World in 8 Weeks competition at Mystical Scrapbooks, and we're back in Australia this week. It's been a fantastic journey, and if you have entered, I wish you lots of luck with being one of the prize winners. I'm going to be using Be Arty Fine Paradise papers for this layout. I also pulled out some papers from the Basic Grey Serenade paper range, and I only end up using a couple of strips of this paper. I wanted to use 2 photos on this layout, so the lots of open space, or the negative space, was going to be a bit hard to achieve, but I was going to give it a good try. So I trimmed my photos down. One is 4.5 by 4 and the other is 5.5 by 4, and I'm matting them on some black cardstock that is 1/8 of an inch bigger in each direction, so it's only got like a 1/16 of an inch of black around the photos. I filed around the edge of each photo with an emery board and then used double-sided tape to attach them to their mats. Okay, so I chose the Colour Blast Be Arty Fine Paradise Light Forest pattern paper, and I trimmed that down so that it was 8.5 inches by 6.25 inches. I'm going to use plain white cardstock for my background, and I decided to go with the side of the paper that's got the palm leaf print on it. Now I'm going to work on a couple of strips to go down the side under the photos. I'm going to use this Basic Grey Serenade paper, this one's called Parlor. I'm going to cut that so that it is 3/4 of an inch wide by 10.5 inches long. The second strip that I'm going to lay on top of this is from the Basic Grey Serenade paper, and it's called Dowager, and I'm cutting that so that it's 1/2 inch by 11.25 inches. So keeping in mind that the theme is negative space, I wanted to put something into the background that wasn't going to distract from the negative space, so I'm using my Crafter's Workshop stencil called Tiled Texture and my modelling paste, and I'm going to put that modelling paste through the stencil just to give the background a bit of texture. While I'm waiting for my modelling paste to dry, I'm going to use my art glitter glue to attach some chipboard scraps to the back of my photos, and I'm going to also ink around the edge of all of my pattern papers. I'm going to attach the longer piece or strip of pattern paper that I cut on top of the shorter one, so it overhangs about evenly top and bottom. I want my strip to run down the right hand edge of my pattern paper under my photos, so I'm going to use double-sided tape to attach that in place. Time now to attach my photos. Once again, I'm using double-sided tape for that, and I'm staggering them so that there's about 1/2 inch of the photos above that piece of pattern paper in the background, and the bottom photo is about 1/2 inch up from the bottom of the pattern paper, and they butt up against each other in the middle. Time now to add some splatters, which are of course one of the requirements for this week. So I'm going to use my Glimmer Mist Black Magic and also my Artiste Spritzing Ink in Gold to splatter quite liberally into the background. One of the other requirements was to use a piece of chipboard from the optional kit. Now I've chosen some suitcases and I'm giving them a coat of acrylic paint in terracotta. The reason I've chosen suitcases is because this was a gift from my daughter for Mother's Day last year, and the gift was a night's accommodation in one of the inner city hotels here in Adelaide. So even though it's in the same town as I live in, I still classed it as a little break, which means I took a suitcase. I wanted to make the suitcase a little more interesting, so I covered it with embossing ink and then embossed it with clear embossing powder. When I was doing this, I did not leave my paint long enough to dry properly, and I got paint onto my ink pad. I think I'm going to have to buy a new one. I think I've ruined it completely. So if you're going to try this, please make sure you let your acrylic paint dry properly before you dab your ink pad onto it. I decided to put a frame around my layout, so I cut my white background down so that it was 11.5 inches square, and then I mounted that on top of a piece of the Colour Blast Be Arty Fine Paradise Light Forest paper. Time now to attach my photo panel to my layout. I'm going to turn this into a pocket because I want to have a tag that I can put my journaling on. I don't want to have the journaling on display because it's going to be the full story of what we did and where we went. And as this is supposed to be, use negative space, I don't want to take up the space with that. So I'm going to create a tag and tuck that into the pocket that I'm creating. So I've just put tape across the top, down the right hand side and across the bottom of that pattern paper. Once I've got that in position, I'm going to use my glue to attach my chipboard suitcases to the bottom left corner of the photos. So I'm going to create my tag now. I'm going to cut it so that it's 6 3/4 inches by 4 3/4 inches. I'm using the same paper that I used for the rest of the layout, so that's the Fine Paradise Light Forest paper. Cut the paper to size, and then I'm going to cut the corners off to make the tag shape. I use my crocodile to add a black eyelet to the top of the tag. I cut some black crochet cotton. Because it's so fine and this tag is so large, I have doubled it up so that I end up with 8 strands of the crochet cotton. Then I'm going to thread that through the eyelet that I put in the tag, go from the front to the back, and then thread the ends through the loop that creates. So now time for my title. My title is Mother's Day 2020, and I'm going to use these stickers that I purchased from my local scrapbooking store. They're gold label, and I'm going to just position them on a piece of this basic grey Serenade Parlor paper. Then I'm going to trim them down just into separate words so that I can place them onto my layout and they can take up as least room as possible. So once again, with the use negative space criteria, I'm trying to keep my title as small as I can. I inked around the edge of each of those title strips, and then I had a bit of a play around trying to decide where to position them. I tried several different places, but I end up going with sticking them on top of my piece of chipboard. I use my art glitter glue to do that. I also inked around the edge of the tag, which you'll see in the close-up photos. So that's my layout for today. I hope you've enjoyed watching my video. I will put a link in the box below to the competition over at Mystical Scrapbooks, so pop over and check it out. Thank you for watching my video today, and I hope you can join me for my next video.